Got a tea in a glass with ice. We got voices, we got views tonight. We got voices, we got views tonight. We gon' talk about some things tonight. Got a tea in a glass with ice. We got voices, we got views tonight. We got voices, we got views tonight. Come to the light.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining us again on another edition of Voices and Views Productions. You guys, LLC. I'm your host, Zan. And tonight, I'm excited because I'm joined by our very first special guest co-host Scott. Scott, thank you for being here. Scott is here as our first, I keep saying first, as our first guest co-host. And when I say first, you guys, I'm trying out a new series here. So just a little disclaimer here to let you know if you're ever interested in coming on as a guest host on a Friday here, let me know. You got to let me know. You don't have to have any experience. You can just get that feel of being behind the scenes, a little bit of what we do, and who knows, you might do your own thing. But just to let you come on and to share that experience, and tonight we're going to be doing a topic. So, Scott, thank you again for being here.
Well, thank you for inviting me, and I'm excited to be here. And I'm looking forward to a great conversation tonight.
Well, it is going to be a great conversation. I want you to just remember to relax, and
I am very nervous.
He's nervous, but I told him you guys can't bite him through the screen, so
it'll be okay.
You can't get to him, and I told him it'll go smoothly, and it's just like you're just having a conversation, and yeah, we're just really having a conversation with people, and they'll put their thoughts and everything on the screen. And you guys, this is an interactive conversation. So make sure you're putting your comments and your thoughts and everything, and I'll try to bring everything up. So tonight's topic, ask a question that we probably all heard before. Could you survive a day in someone else's shoes? Let's think on that. Could you survive a day in someone else's shoes?
Very interesting.
Yeah, because most of us think, we understand what another person's life is like. We size it up and we think we know what they're going through and what it took for them to get where they are. But what if tomorrow morning you woke up and you was living somebody else's life? Not watching. I saw a movie like that before. Not watching it, not reading about it, if you're actually living it. And tonight we're gonna explore that idea together.
Yeah.
Yes.
So everyone has struggles we don't always see. So sometimes we judge people without knowing what they're carrying. But maybe if we understand each other, our communities could become stronger. So
yeah,
I'm hoping that's one big hope that I
have for a stronger community.
Yeah, stronger community.
And that's what I'm community focused, community bound. I'm about that. Looking for ways to bring strength. So tonight isn't about politics, you guys. No. It's not about blaming people either, okay? It's about understanding people, okay? It's about my phone about to slide off the table. That's what it's about.
It's about whatever you're
So it's about wherever you're watching from.
That's right.
You make sure you jump into the comments, you guys. Don't let us just talk alone. So tell us, whose shoes do you think will be the hardest to walk in? Whose shoes? Because together we're going to discuss. What about parents? If you're not a parent, do you think, Scott, do you think that's a hard
It probably is
shoes
because
to
I'm not a
walk in,
parent, and
and
I couldn't imagine.
you got nieces and nephews, and do you
Yeah,
run from them sometimes? You
it's
have to,
it's a hard job.
and it's that's a very hard job, and parents don't get a lot of credit a lot of time, but
And
they
teachers
get
too.
criticized, and teachers,
It's a hard job. Very
that's
hard.
another hard pair of shoes to walk in.
Mhm.
Everybody think, oh, the teachers, you should do this
Mhm.
and you should do that. Well,
You
you got
gotta have
to
a lot of
think
patience.
about what they're dealing with,
Mhm.
and everybody don't have that patience.
No.
Everybody don't have the patience, and no, they don't.
No.
Everybody don't have that patience, and they don't have that love
Yeah.
to be able to supervise
Mhm.
another child. And kids pick up on stuff too.
They
Would you
sure do.
agree? If you don't have a good connection with them, you
Yeah.
can talk to the wall, they're not gonna
That's right.
listen to anything you say. What about the shoes of a police officer? What if you had to walk in? I
That would
think
be so hard.
that would be fearful for me.
Yeah. It's a fearful job, and that's
Yeah.
why I shout out to our police because that's a
Yes.
very hard job to do, and
That's a hard,
I don't know
and
what else to say. It's very
it's
hard.
dangerous.
Very
And
dangerous.
you think of the danger,
They put their
not
lives on the line every day.
yes, and then if you're a spouse, I always used to say I
Yeah.
would never marry a police officer to have that worry
Right, right.
at night as
It's
far as
hard.
if they're going to make it home
Hmm.
or getting a call or something. So what about nurses?
Nurses too, nurses and doctors.
Those are hard shoes to walk
Yeah,
in.
you're always on call.
Yeah, and
You
nurses
work a lot of hours.
nowadays, yeah, they work those long hours.
12 hours.
Like you say, they're on call a lot.
Hmm.
They take over now. Nurses take over a lot of responsibilities
Yeah.
that doctors had.
Hmm.
They do a lot more.
Hmm.
So they get that experience. So those are shoes I would say would be hard for me
It
to
is.
walk in. I did study going into nursing and went so far, and I thought
Hmm.
these shoes are going to be too hard for me to walk in. So I walked out and I went and
It's a lot.
I changed my field of study,
Hmm.
because senior citizens, what about their shoes? The things they have to go
Those are
through.
hard shoes to fill because a lot of them
They'll
are
be,
in their own world, I guess.
and they're hard to,
And
those shoes are hard to walk in because think of the struggles they have mentally
yeah.
and physically, and, mobility issues
Hmm.
and other issues in the
Right.
community with not being treated fairly and all
Right.
that. So those would be kind of difficult. And
It's
small
something I'm not
business
ready for.
owners, what about them?
It's hard. It's hard to be a business owner because you're constantly trying to figure out how to keep business coming, and what if business
And you
lapses,
don't
then you're
sleep.
screwed. And
And what I like to tell people is you don't see the behind the scenes.
exactly.
Like for me as a small business owner, people don't see behind the scenes the
Hmm.
stuff I do. They see only when I'm
The
out in
stress.
public. But every day I have to do something for my business. I have to be
Hmm.
working toward making business better. Now I have
Exactly.
two businesses, so I got two responsibilities that I'm responsible for making them grow. So
That's
I'm
good.
up early in the morning sometimes, but I'm not goofing off. My bed is like an office and I'm getting paperwork done. I'm thinking of the next move. So
Hmm.
yeah, I would say you have to have a lot in you, and it's a hard shoe to walk in.
Exactly.
Caregivers, what about those shoes? Are those hard to walk in?
Yeah, I think so because you're trying to you want to give those people the best care that they can give, and sometimes they can be trying too and
Yeah.
demanding, and they can be mean people.
Hmm.
And it
And you
takes
have
a
to take
special
it.
person to be a nurse, to be a caregiver. It's not easy.
It's not easy. I
So,
worked for a short time at one of the
mhm,
nursing homes here, and I tell you, I wasn't a nurse or anything. I worked in the activities
mhm,
department. And so I had to plan the
even that.
activities for them. And that was hard because I'm going to tell
Mhm,
you about the situation I'm leading up
exactly.
to. That was very hard. I remember one time they were in there doing art and one lady was coloring. And so we were done. They were ready to go to eat. So I wanted
Mhm,
to have them stop and move them on. So I walked up to her and I said, "Hey, can I put away your Koreans, we're done.
Mm-hmm.
Before I took the second word, she slapped me so hard, my head almost spent around. I did.
Dang.
I sat there froze. I
Mm-hmm.
was froze because that was a hard slap. I
Okay.
was froze. My
I've been
face
there.
was on fire. And I thought, what just happened? Am I still alive?
Mm-mm.
And my first reaction, I couldn't respond to.
Mm-hmm.
Because, physically, your reaction, I thought about, no, I
Mm-hmm.
can't do that. But those are things that you have to take,
Yeah.
so everybody can't do that job. You have to still give
Mm-mm.
love, still have be patient, still understand that
Right.
those people and sometimes are not in their right mind and they have struggles too.
Mm-hmm.
So a caregiver is definitely shoes that
Yeah.
is hard to walk in. What about veterans?
Um,
Veterans when they're in
it's
service,
yeah,
yeah.
it's a job I would never want to do. I would never want to be in the military. I don't think I'm equipped to do that. It's not my
No,
calling, okay?
no, it's
But
not mine
I
either.
applaud everybody that does it. Shout out to our
I know
military
I couldn't do it there because it's so strict,
and our
strict,
veterans.
strict, and you have to have a certain mentality,
Mm-hmm.
or they will snap you into that
Yes,
mentality. And I'm thinking I'll be there and might have a day I might not feel like getting up and go
right.
do anything, but it's not a matter if I feel
But
like getting up and go
right,
do anything. So those are hard
it's a
shoes to
discipline.
walk in. But and homeless
Oh,
individuals.
yeah. People turning their eyes on you every day, and
Yeah, the homeless individuals
nobody wants
out
to
there,
help you really.
nobody can help you. And some people mock the homeless and they try to act like they know their story, or they ought to get a job, or they
Mm-hmm.
ought to do this.
Right.
Oh, you ought to just be quiet
Right. You
sometimes
don't know
because
somebody's
you
situation.
don't know that next person's
That's right.
story or situation. So, and you never
That's
know
right.
if you be two snaps in that situation yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we just need to watch what we
Right.
say.
Right.
So, anybody out there got any comments? I'm not gonna ignore our viewers.
Go
If
ahead
you
and
have
comment.
anything to say and comment, please do. As a matter of
Mm-hmm.
fact, let me check and make sure. If you have any comments, I can pull them up on the screen if you do. If you have any
Don't
comments,
be shy.
don't be shy, because I like people to talk back to
Mm-hmm.
me. I want
That's what
you
it's for.
talking. Yes, I want you talking back to me and saying stuff to me, not just. I know you guys will be talking back to me when you get off. You always have something to say back to me. So if you guys have something to say, I'll tell you that I will definitely bring it up. We are live. I
Mm-hmm.
will bring your comments up on the screen because
Okay.
we're talking about tonight walking in other people's shoes. We think we know what a person is going through. We think we know what it takes them, what it took them to get where they at, and to keep continue where they at, building where they at. We think we know all these things. We think we know
Mm-hmm.
about their jobs and what it take, even though we haven't worked none of those jobs.
Right.
We think we know about them though. So if you guys have any comments, I will respond to them because I am watching over here too and on screen. All right, let's go on. The impossible challenge. Let's make this interesting.
Okay.
Scott, I'm going to give you a challenge. You have to spend one full day living somebody else's life.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody, who would you choose? One, you
Mm.
have to spend the full day. You can't quit after 2 hours. You have to pick one person that you
Um.
would just switch and have their life for one full day, not knowing what they go through behind the scenes.
That's a hard question. I would say maybe. I would say my mom.
Okay, so you can know
so
firsthand
I can know
then.
first because she's in a nursing facility, and
So
then I
that
can know
way
for
you can
sure that
know.
she's got good care and she's living a
Okay.
good life, and
Well, that's interesting.
she's
Yeah. You
she's
can.
interacting well with people, and
Okay.
yeah. I could say a celebrity, a famous celebrity,
I'd be
like Jay-Z is
afraid
my favorite
to.
rapper, but
I,
I don't
I,
want to be no
you know,
celebrity.
I was thinking the same thing, but I was thinking, "No, I don't want to be no
I don't
celebrity either
know. Yeah,
because
I don't know.
they go through their own
I
sets
want
of
to keep it
challenges.
local.
People see the glamour and everything that
Mm-hmm.
celebrities go through, but they don't walk in their shoes.
And
They don't
money ain't
see
all
the
it's cracked up to
struggle
be.
and the rejection and
Yeah,
with the exploitation and
yeah.
everything. So
So
you don't
my
see that.
mom.
Okay, now here's the twist. You don't get to choose only the good parts when you switch somebody else's life.
Mm-hmm.
You get the stress, you get the bills,
Mm-hmm.
you get the responsibilities,
Oh yeah.
you get the worries, you get everything. So would you still choose your mom?
Yeah, I think I would.
Okay.
Some of these things I already have when it comes to
Okay.
her. So, but yeah, I think so.
So
I think
you're
so.
familiar with some of those things.
She's my
So
best friend. So.
well, and that would be a good way of you knowing that she's been taken care
Mm-hmm.
of.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay, viewers, this is a question for you.
Okay.
Viewers, if you had to trade lives, and let me know, I'll bring it up on the screen or
Mm-hmm.
we will respond. If you had to trade lives for 24 hours with someone, who would it be?
Let us know.
Who would it be? If you had to trade lives for 24 hours, who would it be? I'm watching to see if any response. Let me see up here on the screen. You can always put it hey Stephanie, there's Stephanie Godchild
Hey,
from the
Stephanie.
Real Life Topics podcast. Stephanie has a great podcast.
Okay.
She interviewed me before on there and I interviewed her. I'm so excited. She has a great show. She's on Thursdays,
Mm-hmm.
every Thursday at 7 p.m., I believe. Yeah,
Okay.
7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And she's on Biggs Radio Chicago. She's on Facebook here. You can
Oh,
tune
wow.
in here to see her. Yeah. All you
Okay.
gotta do is pull up, then you can tune in and listen to her podcast. And she's very supportive. She's always here to support us and
Mm-hmm.
give a comment and so
That's nice.
appreciate you, Steph, for reaching. That's what it's
Thank you,
all
Stephanie.
about. We appreciate you. Thanks for reaching out. So, since right now there's no other questions, we can take a little commercial break. And I say little, it will be little, you guys, because we don't have very many announcements. I didn't pull them out. So I would let you guys, for tonight only, if you have an announcement that you would like to announce, event coming up, put it in the comment section because I only have a couple announcements here. I didn't get a chance to go print out all the announcements like I
Mm-hmm.
usually do. I'll print them out for what's going on in the community. So if you have something going on in the community coming up soon or you know of something, please shout them out. But
Mm-hmm.
right now, let's check out our sponsors for our commercial break.
We gon' talk about some things tonight.
Voices and Views Productions is officially sponsored by Zan's Celebration Popcorn. Handcrafted with love in small batches, every single bag is a celebration. We now feature 11 delicious, sweet, and crunchy flavors, including our newest additions, pink cream and pink lemonade. Try them today with our $1 sample bags. To order, call or text us at 815-275-5468 or pay with ease on Cash App at hashtag ZandraBright1.
Yeah, I was looking at that popcorn and I tell you, I can just And I
It's
have to
so
make
good.
I have to make some more actually
It's
because
so good.
I made some and I sold out. I keep selling out because somebody said, "Well, you got to make more batches." Well, I
Mm-hmm.
got blessed because somebody who I consider as a brother, Mr. Ron Smith, I call him bruh,
Mm-hmm.
he gave me a big, huge popcorn machine.
Mm-hmm.
I have to show it to you. It's in the garage, the one like they have at the movie theaters.
Yeah.
So I can do a lot of, and it'll sit on top of stand or
Okay.
tabletop, and so I can make larger
Right.
batches
Large
of
amounts.
popcorn when I'm out somewhere. So that's gonna
It's
really
good.
help me. Yeah. So Scott, you want to read since we still got a couple more announcements? You want to read our
Sure.
couple announcements here, and I'll watch and see if anybody, like you
Okay.
said, if you have any announcements, go ahead and shout them out for what's going on. We have a lot going on in the community, but I
Mm-hmm.
just didn't have time to pull them up.
So we got two announcements here tonight. The first one is it's a free event, and it's going to be at the King Community Campus, located at 511 South Liberty Street in Freeport, Illinois. It's a community movie night. It's a rated G20 movie, and this is free. They want you to bring a chair, snacks, and the whole family. They're going to have popcorn and water provided. Again, that's Saturday, July 25th, and that is tonight at 8 p.m. So go over to the King Community Campus tonight.
Yes,
And then
that's Saturday.
yes, that's tonight, actually. It's
Uh,
tonight at 8 o'clock.
oh, it's tonight?
Yes.
I thought it
July
was
25th.
Saturday.
Today's Saturday.
Today is Friday.
Oops, tomorrow's Saturday. My bad.
Tomorrow, so this is tomorrow
Yes,
night.
it's tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock at
Yes.
the King campus. You guys, 511 Liberty. And they said bring your chair and your snacks. They'll give you popcorn and water.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go check that movie out.
I'm going to go too.
You gonna go too?
Mhm.
Well, we gonna go together
Free
then.
popcorn.
We going together. Free popcorn. Hey, you not like popcorn?
I do too.
Let's get together and go. We'll make it a
Okay.
movie night.
And then
All right.
also, so that's tomorrow night, Saturday. Tonight, then we also have Golden Days Picnic and Bingo. We're celebrating our seniors on this day.
Yes.
It's going to be a day of food and friends and prizes. And this is going to be on August 22nd from 11 a.m. till 3 p.m. at the Freeport Public Library. That's located at 100 East Douglas Street in Freeport, Illinois. And this is going to be for seniors ages 65 and up. We're going to have bingo, free lunch, door prizes. It's free admission. Seating is limited. So we are asking you to reserve your seat by calling or texting. And you can call Operation Love in Freeport at 815-275-5468 for your seating. Again, that's 815-275-5468. And reservations are accepted until all of the seats are full. So come on
Yes.
out for this. We're gonna have a lot of prizes. There's a lot of
Yes.
good food, a
Yes,
lot of fun.
it's gonna
and
be
it's
fun,
bingo.
and it's free, you guys.
Come
All
out.
it's free. It's
I'm
just the
excited.
love up on the seniors in our community. I want to keep planning events like
Come out.
this. That's our mission at Operation
Oh.
Love Freeport. We're loving up on the seniors. We helping
Mhm.
our community through giveaways and stuff. So at this time, I like to let you know
Yeah.
we're always looking for volunteers. Always looking for volunteers. We need volunteers to drive. We need volunteers to donate stuff when we have different
Right.
events. We need volunteers to prepare dishes. We always need your help in some kind of ways. We need
Yes.
volunteers on getting the word out. And I can say, you guys, volunteers, I got to shout you out. For all the volunteers that helped at the Tuddy Baker Festival, for Operation Love and High Hope Freeport, when we had the Youth Expo, thank you. Thank you. Such a great event.
Right.
And for all the volunteers that just helped out this past Wednesday, I'm still recuperating
Yeah.
from working at the fair gate. That was a long day. I know Scott here helped out like 8 hours.
Yeah.
You know, and it was
One to
2
nine.
hour shifts. So he took a lot of those
was
times
fun.
and worked out. And for all the others, we had a couple other ones there that worked more than 2 hour shift. We have
Yeah.
some that were there for a 2 hour shift. So
It was a lot
thank
of
you
fun.
to all the volunteers
you.
that helped us. That is a fundraiser. Operation Love will get a stipend from the fair for manning that gate for the full day, and
Mhm.
we do that once a year. So I'm hoping next year that I can reserve like two gates. So I can
That'll
have
be
a
fun.
gate for Operation Love and I can have a gate for Voices and
Yeah, that'd be
Views.
nice.
And that will give both of the businesses the opportunity to make a stipend. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
That'll be
So
cool.
we're always looking for volunteers, you guys. And a lot of these organizations out here are always looking for volunteers. So
Mhm.
just get on there and look at,
Volunteer.
yeah, like Hope Winds got things coming up soon. I reached out to them. I will be reaching back out to volunteer and also to get them
Mhm.
in here. So you guys, you can go on the page on Facebook and you can find things and
That's right.
just check with your local organizations and find out where you can volunteer. So anybody have any upcoming events? If you need to shout them out, go ahead and shout them out now. Go ahead and promote since I didn't pull up the announcements because this is the only time we
Mhm.
allow you to actually just shout them out here
Mhm.
because otherwise we don't allow people to just shout out their stuff here because we are a business and we are in the process of
Mhm.
releasing our sponsorship package. And speaking of that, you guys, I really did a great job on reducing our sponsorship package, making sure everybody can support in different type of ways,
Mhm.
support us to keep going with Voices and Views as far as updating equipment and getting out and doing things in the community.
Mhm.
So, you guys, I'll be passing that information around. So let's get back. Let's get back in tonight. What are we talking about tonight? I forgot. Would you like to walk in someone else's shoes?
Right. That's what we're talking about.
Yes. Would you like to walk in someone else's shoes? Do you know what that would be like? I don't think we do.
I don't think we do.
I think we look
It
from the
would be hard to
outside.
do.
Yeah, we look from the outside. You know what I mean? We're on the outside
Mhm.
looking in and thinking we know what that
Right.
person was going through and what it takes. Okay,
So yeah.
so we're going to do Would You Rather.
Okay.
Okay, let's take turns asking each other questions,
Okay.
Scott. I'm going first.
You go first.
Would you rather be a teacher or police officer for a week?
I would rather be a teacher because I always wanted to be a teacher when I was in
Oh,
school. That was like my dream to be a teacher, but I wasn't good in math, so I never did it. But and police officer, that's a very dangerous job, like you
yeah, when you
said.
say a week and
So
you might think,
I would say teacher. What about you?
hmm, I would rather be a teacher, no doubt, because
Okay.
a lot can happen in dangerous
Mm-hmm.
situation as a police officer. Not to say there's not danger in our
Right. We don't
schools
wish.
now, but I would say teacher.
No, in my luck, I guess.
Me
But
too. The
no,
first 2 hours
I would be.
for
Because I
me.
do like kids too. So
Mm-hmm.
a teacher for me.
Okay. You want to read the
What
next one?
about would you rather work as a hospital emergency room person or a busy restaurant,
Ooh.
like a busboy or something?
Oh, I would say a busy restaurant for me. I'd rather be in a
Oh,
busy restaurant than a hospital
mm-hmm.
emergency room. You don't know what's coming through there. And believe me,
Mm-hmm.
I had to do an internship in the emergency room and I in Chicago
Mm.
and I did not
Yeah,
like it at
yeah,
all.
that
So
would
I
be a
would think I'd
lot.
rather be busy and having people screaming and dishes flying and
Right,
all of that.
right. I like fast food work. That was my favorite kind of work, Taco Bell, Burger King.
Yeah.
But I like working in a nursing home when I was a CNA. I like that kind of work. So, and I do
Mm-hmm.
like to help people. So I'd probably say hospital emergency worker
Mm-hmm.
because I do
Okay.
like to help people.
Yeah. Well,
So,
that sounds you like to help people, but in the emergency room,
hmm
I would be kind of I don't know
but I
chicken, I
also like
guess.
to serve food and stuff. So
Okay. Well,
that's a
would you
toss up.
would you rather be a high school student again Or would you rather retire tomorrow?
I'd rather retire tomorrow. I'm
Me
tired.
too. I don't want to go back to school.
I'm tired,
As
guys.
a high school student again. I just
I just
the
turned 50.
retirement. I
I'm
tell you,
tired.
I'm retired, and I love when I retired. I retired early, and I love it. Even though, not to say when you retire, you're just busy as heck. You know, because now you have all this time, extra time on your hand. But I enjoy retirement because I can pick and
Yeah.
choose. You know,
Yeah,
where
and just
I can
enjoy
pick and
life.
choose my busy. That's what I tell people. They are, you're always doing stuff.
Right.
No, but I pick and choose. I schedule. I maintain. I don't just, I pick and choose. My life is just naturally busy.
Right.
But I pick and choose.
Right.
So retirement, I would always say.
Me too. I have to retire.
Yes.
Definitely. So what about maybe would you rather own a business or work for someone else?
Well, that's easy for me.
Me too.
I would rather own a business.
Me too.
And
I always tell people
and
to work for yourself.
and that's the message I try to give the youth of today too, not to just focus one way. Don't focus when you're in school saying, "Oh, good. When I get out of school, I'm gonna go work here at this company, and I'm gonna go work here." What about for yourself?
That's what everybody's doing nowadays. They're making their own company.
Yes.
Look at TikTok. Look at people on Facebook. They're making their own business.
Yes, there, and when you do your own, because your business now could be anything. It don't have to be a big brick and mortar company.
Right. You could be putting some yarn together.
Yes, that's right. Wrapping it around.
I mean, people do simple things.
Okay, we want to go into part 3.
Okay.
Okay, let's talk about trading places. We talked about whose shoes might be the hardest to walk in, and a lot of those ones we named will be hardest. Now let's imagine something a little different. If you could trade places with anyone for just one day, not because their life is easier, but because you genuinely want to understand them better, who would it be?
Oh my goodness.
I have to think on that one too.
Well, it did
If
say
you
my
could
mom,
trade
but
places with anyone for just one day, not because their life is easier, because you generally want to understand them better.
maybe I don't know. I don't want to say that either. Um, maybe maybe a teacher. I would like to understand them better.
That's a hard one for me. I couldn't think of one.
But a teacher, I mean, because I do like kids.
Well, that's a good answer.
I also like working, with elderly people. So maybe I would like to change places with them to see what
they're going through.
Right.
Yeah. Might be hard
That's a
to
hard
deal with.
question.
Yes.
But I like it. It's interesting to think about.
That's a great answer, though, because sometimes understanding someone begins with curiosity instead of assumptions.
That's right.
Imagine how disagreements could disappear if we truly understand where someone else was coming from. All right, viewers, more audience discussion. We do want the audience. Whose life would you want to experience for one day? Whose life would you want to experience for one day? That's kind of, we've been asking that. What's that?
Whose life would you want to experience?
What do you think would surprise you the most? Probably they're about their life, what they go through.
Right. The struggles, the stress.
Will that experience change how you see them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you're inside their life and you get the chance to experience their life, it will change how you
Mm-hmm.
see them because you're getting an insight to their life. And maybe you'll understand better what they go through.
Like, what about a minister? That would be
Yeah,
hard.
that would be hard
Yeah.
emotionally to step into that life.
'Cause I would want to experience it,
Yeah.
see the struggles they go through.
Yeah.
It's not always a bed of roses.
Yeah. What about their people that
Right.
quietly serving others every
Right.
day and making biggest difference, and they're not famous at all?
It's a struggle.
Yeah. Okay.
So sometimes the people making the biggest difference aren't
Mhm.
famous at all. They're the people quietly serving others every day. So.
Yeah. And that's why we say it don't have to be a celebrity all the time. You wonder
Mhm.
about being in their shoes. Just everyday people are doing amazing things.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, all the time.
Parents, grandparents, teachers,
Hmm?
Parents, grandparents, teachers,
Yes.
small business owners.
So we've already named some,
Mm-hmm.
but what if we recognize some of these everyday heroes?
Right.
Because I bet a lot of them are out here watching and in that field.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
My everyday heroes are like police officers, and
Yeah, because on here they give examples and they
the
say
city council.
parents,
Mhm.
grandparents,
Right, our parents, our
teachers,
grandparents, yeah. We shout
nurses,
you all out.
first responders,
Right.
caregivers,
Mm-hmm.
volunteers,
Truck drivers.
truck drivers, custodians,
Yeah.
grocery workers, small business owners, and community leaders.
These are all heroes, I would say.
Who is the everyday hero in your life? Give them a shout out in the
Right.
comments.
Right. It can be anybody.
You got an everyday hero? And you want to shout them out in the comments? Heroes, everyday heroes, and people you walking in their shoes don't have to be someone professional.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to be someone professional. All right. Guess the job, Scott. Let's have a little fun then. I'm going to describe somebody's day. And you guess what they do. Okay?
Okay.
Starts work before sunrise.
Farmer.
Yep. Super early. Never could be a farmer. Even
No.
though I'm up at that hour. I
No, I
don't
do
want to
get
be
up early
working.
though, but I couldn't do that. That's too.
You have to get up
It's
super early. Help
Shout out to
strangers
them.
every day.
Help strangers every day. Could be a caregiver. Could be a cab driver.
Yes.
Could be a minister.
What about sometime misses family's dinners? That'll be a husband.
Right.
Father.
It could be a truck driver. Could be a doctor.
Missing. Yeah, because he's probably doctors are
Right.
busy and
Right.
in that, and they probably miss.
Always on call.
And what about somebody that solves problems nonstop
Could be a counselor, a psychiatrist,
and rarely hears thank
pastor, a minister. Rarely hears thank you.
you? Mm.
Rarely hears thank you as your parent, probably.
Yes, rarely
We
hear
take
thank
advantage
you.
of our parents a lot.
Yeah,
So
and we never
I think
usually really say thank
our
you.
parents.
And I
really
think
don't
it's a
hear
lot of
thank you a
people
lot.
out here that we couldn't walk in their shoes if we wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Look my shoes.
They're so cute.
Thought I was hearing things.
Oh, my bad.
I was hearing things.
No, I didn't.
See these cute little shoes? I didn't think about these. I can't walk in nothing like that right now, and that's
Them
because
too
it'll
small.
break my ankle. if I could fit them. But there's a lot of shoes out there that I know I couldn't walk in, that people walk in with their position, their job, and I look at them, I give them kudos, I praise them and everything, and thank them for what they do.
Mm-hmm.
But I could never walk in them. Well, we're not going to do the commercial break because we already had a commercial break.
Okay.
So we won't do the commercial break. So we'll skip that past that. And we're going to go to part 4.
Right.
All right, you guys, let's get down to our last part. Part 4. One lesson we hope everybody takes away as we begin wrapping up tonight's conversation. I want everybody watching to think about one question. What's one thing you've learned tonight that you'll carry with you after this show ends?
For me, it's going to be don't take advantage of other people in their shoes.
And
because
for me,
a lot of other people,
yes.
you don't know the stress people go through. You know what I mean? For a doctor or a lawyer or even a nurse, people, you don't know the stress. So don't take advantage or judge people.
And think
we need to
about
honor
our
these
topic.
people.
Yeah,
We
think
need to
about
honor
our topic.
people,
Think
not
about
hate
walking
people.
in their shoes.
Right.
Think about before you criticize, could you do what they're doing?
Right. That's what I always ask myself.
Before you judge how they're doing the job, could you do it?
Everybody said, "Oh, emergency room, they take too long. I hate going."
Well, if
They're
you
just
get
making sure you're taken care of before you leave.
and if
That's
your
why it takes
service
so
is
long.
too speedy, then you'll say they're
Right.
not caring
Then
for you. They
didn't
don't
do the right thing.
They don't spend enough time with you.
Mhm.
But you got to think of walking
These are
someone
heroes.
else's shoes,
Mhm.
and then or just imagine walking in them and think about the things they do.
Mhm.
That will let you maybe have a little
Right.
bit more respect for
Right. We
that,
have
you
to
know.
We have to have love
Okay,
and
mine
respect.
will be this. Every person you meet is carrying a story. And some stories are visible, but some are not. Many are not.
Mhm.
Kindness costs nothing, you guys.
That's
Zero.
for real.
But it can change someone's entire day, right?
Mhm.
So, what did
Excuse
tonight's
me.
discussion make you think about? Has someone ever surprised you after you got to know them?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Me too.
What's one act of kindness you'll do this week? That's what I like to hear. What's one act of kindness you say you'll do this week?
I'll give someone a hug this week.
Get someone a hug, do
That's an act
one
of kindness.
smile, let them do something.
Right.
Just one act of kindness
Right.
that you would do. You don't have to do a whole lot of everything.
Just help someone across the street.
Just help someone across the street, pick up a bag for
Yep.
someone, move something for someone. An act of kindness. All right. So I list one more time. I'm gonna check see if we have any
Let's
comments
chat.
because I don't want to leave anyone without any comments. Don't look like we have any more other than Stephanie, which I always appreciate. She's always supportive and tuning in. And that's Stephanie from the Real Life Podcast.
Mhm.
All right. So we're going to go down to segment 10, Scott.
So thank you for spending the evening with us tonight. I truly appreciate being on here as a guest co-host. It's an honor. Thank you, Sandra.
Yes, you're welcome.
But we hope tonight's conversation encouraged you to look at people with a little more understanding and a little less judgment. We all need to love one another and not hate each other.
Yes. And thank you to everyone who joined tonight. And thank you for your comments. If you made a comment, your stories, your willingness to be a part, remember before judging someone, take a moment to imagine walking in their shoes.
Mm-hmm.
You may discover a whole new perspective.
Right.
Together, until next time, take care of one another, be kind, keep serving your community. And we'll see you on the next edition of Voices and
Peace.
Views Productions. Yes, thank you, Scott, for being our first guest
You're welcome.
co-host.
It's truly an honor. Thank you.
And if you guys are interested sometimes of coming on being a guest co-host on a Friday, reach out to me. Reach out to me and I'll get something scheduled so you can come on and you can be a part. That's what it's about. And we also can find out about you. All right. So, like I said, our next week episode hasn't been planned. I'll be putting a co-host in, and I'll also before Wednesday a post about Wednesday's show. And a reminder: this Monday coming up, yapping with the youth. Marcus won't be here; he'll be out of town. So stay tuned for the following Monday, and he will be back because he do have a guest. So thank you guys. Thank you very much for joining us. And good night.
Good night.
And next time you see me is Wednesday.
We gon' talk about some things tonight. Got a tea in a glass with ice. We got voices, we got views tonight. We got voices, we got views tonight. We gon' talk about some things tonight. Got a tea in a glass with ice. We got voices, we got views tonight. We got voices, we got views tonight. Come to the light.
All right.